Well, here we are again. I don't think it's any secret. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton joined her husband in defying a bipartisan lawful congressional subpoena to show up today. I think what's most disappointing to the Oversight Committee is the fact that we have, in good faith, negotiated with the Clintons' attorneys for 5 months. Throughout the past 5 months, they've implied to us they were trying to make a date work. In fact, the last date we had, they notified us 3 days beforehand, said that they would love to come, but they have a funeral to attend. And we have bent over backwards to try to schedule.
Congressman, did you answer
I'm still talking. I'm still talking.
They offered sworn
Hey, get him out of here. You're not even a reporter. Get out of here. So here's the situation. We're going to hold both Clintons in criminal contempt of Congress. We believe that because this subpoena was issued in a bipartisan fashion, the Democrats acted the day that the subpoenas were voted on in the subcommittee like they wanted the Clintons to come, because they at that time, if you go back, they were wanting me to subpoena the estate, which I did. We subpoenaed the estate and got all the documents, everything. That was what the victims asked. That's what the Democrats asked. I think that's what the American people wanted. We subpoenaed the estate, got 100% of the documents. I have subpoenaed the Department of Justice and Pam Bondi for the documents, which they are producing. Now, we don't like the speed. We all wish the documents would come in quicker, but we've gotten tens of thousands of pages of documents from the Department of Justice. And remember, they made a big document drop, and the Democrats cried foul because they said they didn't.
Demanded redactions.
Right, they wanted more redactions. So they're double and triple checking this. And the Department of Justice is complying with our lawful subpoena. The estate complied with our lawful subpoena. Bill Barr, Alex Acosta came in and were deposed because of our lawful subpoena. This same lawful subpoena was issued to the Clintons, and they defied it. And you know, Bill Clinton's trying to play the victim card here. Only Bill Clinton could try to triangulate something that's happened, a terrible atrocity to these survivors that have had to endure who knows what from Epstein and Maxwell. So
and their associates.
So we're trying to get answers from the American people. We're serious about it. Once again, not a single Democrat showed up. You know how many depositions we've done? There's always a Democrat here. The former President of the United States, former Secretary of State, neither one of them, not a single Democrat here. So I think the questions that should be asked to the Democrats on the committee are do you still support hearing from the Clintons? Because you know some have asked what's Hillary got to do with anything. Well, Jeffrey Epstein claimed, and I don't know if this is true or not, because I think a lot of what Jeffrey Epstein said was just not true. But he has said that he helped set up the Clinton Foundation. There are records that would imply that Epstein helped raise money for the Clinton Foundation. And the last thing, we are going to depose Maxwell. As you know, I've subpoenaed Maxwell. We have, and her lawyers asked us to wait till the Supreme Court or the court ruled on her appeal. Then the lawyer said she was going to plead the fifth. We are going to depose Maxwell. We felt like Hillary Clinton could offer some information on Maxwell.
Did you offer
because Hillary,
the record?
remember, Maxwell attended Chelsea Clinton's. Maxwell attended Chelsea Clinton's wedding.
Chelsea Clinton?
So, you know, obviously,
the Cartoon Network called. They want you to take your job back. Okay.
I'm trying to answer questions. We've got a paid disruptor here, so this is. I feel like the Clintons have initiated the war room.
Sir, I'm not
the
paid.
press
You're paid by the
yesterday.
people.
The press yesterday was pretty fair, I think, about Bill Clinton not coming because again, this was a bipartisan congressional subpoena. The Democrats voted for this.
Why aren't they standing behind you, sir?
And the so yeah. So go ahead. Any questions?
Mr. Chairman? Do you have any idea of timing of when this might hit the House floor, and will both of these advance through committee?
Yes. When will this hit the House floor? We're going to vote on it in committee Wednesday, so we're giving plenty of notice. We're having a markup, a regularly scheduled markup for the House Oversight Committee. We will mark up criminal contempt of Congress charges for both Clintons for defying a legal subpoena. Once it passes the committee, then it will go to the full House floor for a vote. They have to notice it 3 days and all
Sir,
that.
are you making available to their sworn statements under
Yes, there
perjury?
is obviously criticism that this is a political stunt. Why not focus your attention on trying to get the rest of the Epstein files released, the 99% of those documents?
We've gotten hundreds of thousands of pages
There are
of
5
Epstein
million.
files released, and we're still focused on getting the Epstein files released, and they're releasing the documents.
We can walk and chew gum at the same time. We can
can
work
chew
on
gum
getting the
1%
documents, and we can also work on deposing witnesses that have firsthand knowledge of the events circling and
Did you
surrounding
depose-
Epstein.
Why aren't you asking the Democrats
What
why
do
they
you
didn't
think their
redact the
no-show
file, why they
says
wanted
to
to
you
redact the files?
as chairman of the committee pushing for transparency and accountability of the elites with the Epstein issue? What does the Clintons no-show say to you?
What do the Clintons not showing? Well, it's very unfortunate. I mean, this is something, if you go back to that committee hearing when it was voted on in a bipartisan manner, there were several names that were agreed to subpoena.
Sir, what
Obviously,
Democrats
Bill Barr,
specifically voted for that?
listen,
These are
you
simple
need
questions.
The record's public. You can take a look
No,
at
it's
it.
not. It's a voice vote.
no,
No, sir, you are incorrect in your
all right,
line.
I just want to note for the people that are watching this live that there's
Name
a
them.
paid disruptor
Name them.
here that's
Name them.
acting very
You
badly.
can't
I don't
name
know
them
where
because it was-
security is, but
You can't do it, sir. You
look,
cannot
there's
do it.
something. Just
By the way,
listen,
I'm having a
listen.
conversation with you.
I can't answer questions with this guy. It's just what you
This
want.
guy
It's
knows
just
that
different.
there was sworn
No,
statements provided
I'm not
yesterday that you have not been
Are you able to answer my question?
One more
about-
question. One more question for anybody up here.
There you go.
Suggests that they're willing to appear before your committee in an open setting. Would you be willing to do that?
I think that's something we can talk about. But you remember,
We're talking about it
Hunter Biden said that, and he never did show. So
Hunter Biden
I
did.
think that the Democrats are trying to stall, hoping that something else will happen. They're wanting to turn the attention off of the Clintons, which I think is very unfortunate because a week ago the Democrats on the Oversight Committee wanted to hear from the Clintons. They wanted to hear from everybody.
Well, that's an allegation, right? Obviously, they didn't show up today. They're only interested in this subject when it
Mr.
doesn't
Palmer, have you called
involve
the
victims
Clintons
and
a
it
crime
doesn't
suspect on
involve the
television?
political operatives in their party. That's
Did
the
you
only
say
time
that
they're
on television?
interested. When it involves the Clintons or victims, obviously, they're actually not interested, unfortunately.
So here's the real question. Why wouldn't you want to have Bill Clinton come in and testify?
Why wouldn't you want to have Loretta
Why
Lynch?
wouldn't you? Why
Why
wouldn't you
didn't you?
want Hillary Clinton
Did she
to come in
provide
and
statements,
testify?
sir?
Why wouldn't you want to hear from them? Well, the Democrats did vote with us. They did vote
Name
with
them.
us.
Name
And they
them.
didn't show up today. No members showed up today. They sent their staff, but they didn't show up.
Maybe they knew that the secretary was not going to show up.
Yeah,
Did you
and
submit-
I would also suggest to you that in their statement, they said they indicated they would like Ghislaine Maxwell to come testify. We would too.
We would too.
And so the question I pose to them is, do you want us to go in? Because as far as I know, I'm one of the few that have actually gone into the federal penitentiaries to actually depose people. So we're willing to do that if that's what the Democrats
We're
want.
going to do that.
Yeah,
We're going to.
or they
Congressman,
want us to
simple
bring her
question.
here.
Did
So
you accept their
the-
statement
this
into
is-
the record? It is a
this-
sworn statement under 18
This is what
USC 1001.
people should be asking, and
You can't even look them in the eye.
the Democrats don't want to be here today. Maybe they knew she wasn't going to come, but the bottom line is this:
Did you enter her
The
sworn
Democrats-
statement into the record?
the Democrats voted for this. They didn't show. We hope that next time they'll show. We hope they'll be there and voted for contempt next Wednesday. The other question I asked them is a million documents were produced. The Democrats asked that they be redacted, didn't feel they'd been redacted enough. I asked, what kind of redactions are they looking for? And hopefully we'll get an answer on that. But we didn't get an answer today because no Democrats showed today. But these are important questions. We're trying to get this information out and have been trying to get the information out.
Congressman,
And we're going to leave it. it's unfortunate this disruptor was here. We'll be happy to answer questions throughout the day about this. We're serious about getting the truth to the American people. It's unfortunate the Clintons didn't show because this was a bipartisan congressional subpoena. So thank you all very much.
Did you accept their sworn subpoena?